Inside the bathroom closet, one of their dogs was also found deceased. But in a new development, USA Today reported the initial search warrant affidavit misidentified that dog.
But we do know the autopsies are complete, and we anticipate learning more about the results this afternoon.
Certainly suspicious that the dog is also deceased, and anytime you have two bodies, two dead individuals in one place, that in and of itself is suspicious.
For decades, Gene Hackman has been a Hollywood icon, known for his intense performances and private lifestyle.
First of all, let's be real friendly here, okay? My name is Norm. Secondly, your coaching days are over.
But now, a shocking twist has emerged, one that doesn't involve the actor himself, but his beloved dog. A new autopsy report has surfaced, revealing stunning details that could rewrite everything we thought we knew. What really happened? Was there more to this story than anyone realized? Join us as we uncover the shocking new autopsy on Gene Hackman's Dog Changes Everything. A mystery has rocked the community in the quiet town of Santa Fe, New Mexico. Authorities discovered actor Gene Hackman, aged 95, and his wife, Betsy Arakawa, aged 65, dead in their home. Adding to the sorrow, a beloved family dog was found lifeless nearby.
Oscar-winning actor Gene Hackman and his wife, Betsy Arakawa, were found dead on Wednesday afternoon in their New Mexico home.
The shocking scene came to light during a routine welfare check. What began as a simple visit quickly turned into a puzzling investigation that has everyone asking, what really happened in that home? When officers arrived, they found the couple in separate rooms. Gene Hackman was discovered on the floor of the mudroom. It looked as if he had suddenly fallen. Betsy Arakawa, on the other hand, was found in a bathroom, lying on her side near a space heater. Despite the tragedy, there were no clear signs of a struggle or obvious injuries on either body. Early autopsy reports confirmed that neither person bore any marks or wounds that could easily explain their sudden deaths. This lack of external trauma left experts baffled and pointed to the need for deeper, more detailed tests. The investigation has revealed details that add even more questions. In the mudroom where Gene was found, his body lay quietly on the floor, his fall seemingly sudden and unexplained. The search warrant described that both Gene and Betsy showed unmistakable signs of death, yet no physical injuries were visible. In the bathroom, Betsy's condition was even more troubling. Her body had begun to show signs of decomposition, and her hands and feet displayed mummification. This suggests that her body might have been left undiscovered for some time. On a nearby counter, an opened prescription bottle was seen with pills scattered around it. Many wonder if medication played a role in her passing. Another disturbing detail in this mystery involves the family's pets. One of the couple's dogs was found dead in what appeared to be a crate or kennel, located about 10 to 15 feet from where Betsy was discovered. The loss of this pet is especially heartbreaking given the sudden nature of the tragedy. Yet not all of the animals in the home shared this fate. Two other dogs were found alive, one inside near Betsy's body and another outside. Their survival only deepens the mystery, raising questions about why only one dog did not make it through what seems to be an inexplicable event. Every piece of evidence is now under intense scrutiny. Investigators are carefully piecing together a timeline of events to explain the unusual scene. The quiet arrangement of the bodies, the scattered pills, and the condition of Betsy's remains all suggest that this was no ordinary day in Santa Fe. The two surviving dogs, Bear, a strong and loyal German Shepherd, and Nicky, a gentle German Shepherd mix, are safe and adjusting, but their story is one of both tragedy and hope. The fact that Bear and Nicky are still with us offers a small ray of hope amid the overwhelming sadness. Joey Padilla, the owner of Santa Fe Tales, where Gene and Betsy often boarded their dogs, has taken Bear and Nicky into his care. Padilla, who has known the couple for over a decade, said he would look after the two surviving pups until he hears what Betsy's wishes were for them. In a heartfelt conversation with ABC News, he explained, Gene and Betsy were amazing friends and true dog lovers. Those dogs were Betsy's babies. His words remind us of the deep bond that existed between the couple and their pets. Padilla fondly recalled the many good times he shared with the couple before the pandemic. He often went out to eat with them, enjoying simple meals and friendly chats. Over time, Betsy took extra care to keep Gene away from large groups to protect his health. The last time Padilla saw Betsy was in January when she dropped off Bear. During that brief moment, her warm greeting, "Hey, how's it going? Good to see you," showed the kind spirit that touched everyone around her. As the investigation into this tragic event continues, the survival of Bear and Nikki stands as a small beacon of hope. Their story offers a reminder that even in the darkest times, care and kindness can still shine through. Their resilience gives us hope for a much brighter tomorrow. It appears that actor Gene Hackman, his wife, Betsy Arakawa, and their beloved dog may have been dead for some time before their bodies were discovered on Wednesday, February 26th. The discovery has left everyone in shock. And as investigators work through the evidence, they are uncovering clues that raise more questions than answers. When officers first entered the home, they immediately noticed signs that something was deeply wrong. Gene Hackman, Betsy Arakawa, and the dead dog showed clear evidence of decomposition, suggesting that their bodies had been there longer than initially thought. Initially, police had suspected that a carbon monoxide leak might have been the cause of the deaths. Carbon monoxide is a silent, dangerous gas that can seep into a home without warning, often causing fatal poisoning without any visible signs. However, after a thorough investigation, the local fire department found no evidence of a carbon monoxide leak in the property. The New Mexico Gas Company also conducted extra tests both inside and around the home, and their results confirmed that carbon monoxide was not to blame. This finding has shifted the focus of the investigation to other possible causes. Adding to the mystery, the pet that did not survive was discovered in a spot that suggests it may have been caught in a situation it could not escape. In contrast, the other two dogs, a German Shepherd and an Akita Shepherd mix, managed to find their way out through a doggy door. Emotions were running high at the scene, and a chilling 911 call later added to the gravity of the situation.
The sheriff now says they are not ruling out foul play. Jim Murray with the 911 call that alerted police to the deaths.
The call was made by a caretaker who had found the bodies, and the distress in their voice was palpable. When the dispatcher asked, "Are they moving at all?" the caretaker responded in a trembling tone, "No, they are not moving. Please, just send somebody up here really quick." This raw plea captures the shock and desperation felt in that moment, and serves as a stark reminder of the human cost behind every piece of evidence. As the investigation continues, local authorities and experts remain determined to uncover the truth behind this heartbreaking case. With no signs of foul play and the initial suspicion of carbon monoxide poisoning ruled out, the focus now is on understanding every small detail that could explain what happened in that quiet home in Santa Fe. Neighbors, friends, and fans of the couple are left waiting for answers, hoping that the truth will soon emerge to bring some closure to this tragic mystery. Every piece of evidence is vital, and investigators are methodically building a timeline of events that might one day reveal the complete story. From the scattered pills on a counter to the emotional 911 call, every detail is being scrutinized. Just as investigators begin piecing together the final moments, unexpected details emerge, some clarifying the picture, others deepening the mystery. Amid this unfolding story, new details have emerged that add both clarity and more questions to the case. Initially, early reports mistakenly identified the deceased dog as a German Shepherd. However, further investigation and additional information revealed that the dog was actually a 12-year-old Australian Kelpie mix. This loyal pet was known to be always by Betsy Arakawa's side, a constant companion through thick and thin. One of the intriguing parts of this investigation involves the items recovered from the home. Among these, officials found a 2025 planner and a series of phone records.
And a 2025 monthly planner calendar. Those items were secured from the residence for evidentiary purposes.
These items are being used to build a timeline, one that might help clarify what happened during the days leading up to the discovery of the bodies. It's a painstaking process, but one that could eventually shed light on whether this was a tragic accident or something else entirely. The idea that even a planner might hold a key to understanding the mystery shows just how detailed this investigation has become. Meanwhile, those who knew Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakawa are still trying to come to terms with the loss. Friends and caretakers recall the couple's love for their pets and the simple routines they once enjoyed together. It's a reminder that behind every headline, there are real people and animals whose lives were deeply intertwined with moments of joy, companionship, and sometimes sorrow. The correction in the dog's identification has become an important part of the narrative. It highlights how early reports can sometimes be mistaken and how crucial it is to revisit and verify every detail as new evidence comes to light. For many, the loyalty of the 12-year-old Kelpie, who stayed faithfully by Betsy's side, is a touching reminder of the bonds between humans and their pets. In the days following the tragic loss at Gene Hackman's home, new details about his and Betsy Arakawa's beloved pets have come to light, revealing a story of care, love, and heartbreak. Joey Padilla, who runs the Santa Fe Tales Dog Daycare, played a key role in helping the surviving dogs adjust after the devastating event.
Police say the Academy Award winner, his wife, and their dog have been found dead in their New Mexico home.
Padilla recalled how Betsy would often bring the dogs along when she ran errands, making it clear how much they meant to her. Padilla's memories paint a touching picture of the couple's dedication. Betsy and Gene were amazing dog parents, he said. They understood the value of proper training, a healthy diet, and the importance of socialization. There was nothing they wouldn't do to ensure the well-being of their dogs. His words reflect a lifetime of care and commitment, a bond that made everyday moments special and created memories that will last long after this tragedy. Zinna was once a bright, energetic dog who had trained in agility and even competed with her skills at dog shows. Joey recalled that Zinna was found in her crate with the door closed, a detail that speaks volumes about how the pet was safely confined yet could not be saved. More than just a pet, Zinna was a constant companion to Betsy, always by her side. Padilla remembered the beautiful connection they shared, saying, "Zinna was always attached to Betsy at the hip. Their bond was truly remarkable, and it breaks my heart to think that she is no longer here." Over the years, Padilla had the privilege of watching the dogs grow and thrive under the loving care of Gene and Betsy. He mentioned that he often trained the three dogs and got to know them well. The dogs' playful energy, their loyalty, and the deep affection they had for their owners left a lasting impression on everyone who met them. It was clear that the couple's love for their animals went beyond the ordinary. It was a love built on mutual respect and a deep, emotional connection. Padilla also stressed that the surviving dogs are healthy and adjusting well to their new environment. They are surrounded by people who know them, who love them, and who are fully committed to keeping them safe after such a traumatic event. Padilla requested that people allow these dogs and their caregivers the space and peace they need during this difficult time. He said that while he deeply appreciates the concern and kind words pouring in, it is important for the animals to have a calm environment to begin healing. Adding to the care for these pets, Joey mentioned that he is still waiting to hear from Betsy's lawyer about her final wishes regarding the dogs. Until he receives clear instructions, he will continue to nurture Bear and Nikki with the same love and attention that Gene and Betsy always gave them. For anyone seeking more details about the care of the pets, Joey suggested that further questions be directed to the local sheriff's office, which is assisting with the investigation and the ongoing support for the animals. Now, let's turn to those final months, a time when the once vibrant Gene Hackman began to fade from the life he once embraced so fully. Family friends Daniel and Barbara Lenehan shared that Gene Hackman's health had been slipping in the last few months before his shocking death. They recalled a time when the once vibrant actor, known for his larger-than-life roles, had grown quieter and more withdrawn. Daniel mentioned that Gene was essentially kind of homebound in his final days. Once a man who loved to ride his bike around their Santa Fe neighborhood, the 95-year-old had stopped doing the things he once enjoyed, signaling that his body was no longer keeping up with his spirit. Barbara added that Gene's change was hard to ignore. While she did not provide many details about his health, her words painted a picture of a man slowly retreating from the active life he once led. It was a quiet, painful decline that few expected. Alongside Gene, Betsy Arakawa, his devoted wife, was also facing her own health challenges. She had been on prescription drugs, and it was clear that she too was struggling with health issues. Their shared difficulties remind us that even those we see as strong can face deep, private battles. Amid these hard truths, one mystery remains that deepens the overall sorrow: the fate of the family's dog. Amid reports of falling health and scattered pills, some have suggested that the dog might have accidentally ingested some of the medication that was found on the floor near Betsy's body. The thought that the loyal pet, which had been by Betsy's side through thick and thin, could have been affected by these drugs adds another layer of grief and confusion to the tragedy. It raises more questions about what truly happened in those final days. These suggestions offer a glimpse into a life that had been slowly fading away. Gene Hackman, once celebrated on screen, had become a shadow of his former self as he grew older and more fragile. The Lenahans' memories of him serve as a reminder that even heroes are not immune to the effects of time and illness. The mystery of the scattered pills and the possible impact on the dog deepens an already sad story. It makes us wonder about the final moments in that home, where the struggles of aging and the challenges of illness intertwined with the lives of those who cared so deeply for each other. Now, let's delve into the painstaking efforts to uncover the truth, where every detail, no matter how small, could be the key to solving this heartbreaking puzzle. An official involved in the investigation explained that putting together a clear timeline of events in this case is proving to be a real challenge. The couple lived a very private life, and their home was filled with quiet moments that are not easy to document. This investigation is unlike many others because the focus is not only on the day things went wrong, but also on the days and even months that came before. Investigators are now working both forward and backward from the day the bodies were discovered to try to understand what truly happened.
The Santa Fe Sheriff's Office filing this search warrant earlier today, detailing why deputies needed to go into Hackman's home and what they actually found when they went inside.
Among the many items gathered from the home, 2 cell phones stand out as a key piece of the puzzle. Investigators plan to carefully examine the data stored on these phones, going through phone calls, text messages, events, and even photos. Every piece of digital information could help them piece together a timeline of the couple's final days. By looking at these records, they hope to understand the routine and any unusual events that might have occurred before the day the tragedy was discovered. The investigation team explained that they usually build a timeline by starting from the moment of the event and moving forward. However, in this case, they are also trying to work backward. This means they are looking into the past, searching for any clues that could explain why things unfolded the way they did. The digital records might reveal unexpected details. Perhaps a change in routine, a missed call, or even photos that capture a quiet moment when something wasn't right. Every little bit of data is being scrutinized in hopes of building a fuller picture of those final days. In addition to the digital clues, the investigation is also focusing on the little details that might have been overlooked. For example, the loyal dog that was found dead is part of this ongoing mystery. The pet was known to be a constant companion, and its behavior or routine in the days leading up to the incident might hold clues to what was happening at home. Investigators are considering every detail, including the care and treatment of the dog, as part of understanding the family's daily life. The process of gathering and analyzing all this information is meticulous. Every text message, every call log, and every photo might help explain a small part of the puzzle. By combining these digital clues with the physical evidence found at the scene, investigators are hoping to develop a clearer timeline of events. This approach could help answer many lingering questions about how long the couple may have been in that state before their bodies were discovered and what may have led to the final moments of their lives. It is not just about the timeline of events. It is also about understanding a way of life. The couple was known to be very private, and their interactions, both with each other and with their beloved dog, were simple and heartfelt. These ordinary moments are now being analyzed for any signs of unusual activity. Investigators believe that even a small detail, like the timing of a phone call or a picture taken during a quiet moment, could eventually lead to a breakthrough in the case.